happy to have you. Please give us a small introduction.
Hello, my name is Marie. I'm a DJ and producer based in Berlin, and I'm really happy to be here today.
Yes, we're happy too. So let me start with the first question. Like, when and why did you decide to make music?
Like production-wise, or you mean like just in like?
Well, in general, when was the first time you thought like, oh my god, that's my music? I want to, like...
Okay, so I don't think there was like this moment where I thought, oh, this is like my music now, like this specific moment. But it was more like, I'm originally from Hamburg, and I was really lucky that I had a circle of friends, and everyone was really into music back then, and still is actually. And we had like a collective called IL, and we did like forbidden warehouse parties actually. Back then it was a little bit more techno, and so yeah, I think it was like in the beginning of my early 20s where I started to listen to house music, proper techno music. Yeah.
Okay, now knowing that you started like more with techno music, what is now you're thinking about, or like do you prefer like vinyls or digital?
So this is an easy question. For me, it's definitely vinyl, and it has always been vinyl. And so for me, it's like I always have a connection when I buy vinyl. Like the thing is, like when I visit like a city, the first thing I do is go to a record store or look up where the next record store is, and then I'm just go there. And so when I like grab a record from my collection, I always know where it's from, and I have a specific connection to it. And it's actually it's more than just a file, you know. So we look on the screens the whole day, and I think when when you're in the club, you just want to zoom out and
nice. But how big you would say like your collection is already?
I think, I'm not sure to be honest, but I think it has to be something like 2,000 or 3,000, yes.
Oh wow, that's impressive though.
Yes,
not
so
bad.
The living room is...
A lot of cities.
Yeah, a lot of cities, and the living room is not looking like a living room anymore. It's more like a studio.
Okay, but that's amazing though.
Yeah.
Perfect. But like thinking about now, like you're doing it also for a long time now already.
Yes.
Like, when did you notice like there was the first big boom like in your career, or like from the bookings and everything? Like
I don't know. Was there a boom?
Yeah, I think
but
so,
no. So when I moved to Berlin, I didn't really plan on. I mean, I was always into music, and then when I got into music, it was not my plan to be famous or to be like on a stage and be getting booked or something like this. And then when I moved to Berlin, it's like 7 years ago, I already had a couple of gigs, but I didn't expect that will go on like this, because the gigs were kind of like related to the place where I lived. And then when I was going to Berlin, I kind of thought, oh, there are so many DJs anyway already, so let's see. I'm just going to bring my collection, but whatever, let's see. Yeah, but then it turned out to be, so it went in a different direction, and I got lucky, and people asked me, and and so far it went pretty well.
Perfect. But how would you describe your music style, like in 3 words?
3 words. It's a tough question, but let me think about it. Maybe it would be groovy, sometimes dynamic, and uplifting. Yeah.
Perfect. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yay. So what do you produce yourself like? And you had already an IP like 2023?
Yeah.
So when we can expect another release or another production?
So yeah, I had my first EP coming out 2023, I think, yes. And then there was another remix coming out from a label in Hamburg, SIZU Records. And now there are actually some labels I sent some promos to already. And we're working on some stuff. So I think this year it's going to be, I hope so, it's going to be another release in the pipeline. So it's planned. Yeah.
But do you have your own studio where you produce, or like?
So the studio is actually, like I said, the living room. It's kind of like the living room looks like a studio already, and a lot of gear inside and a lot of records inside. And I live with my boyfriend, and he's a DJ too. So yeah, the living room is not a living room anymore. And we have 2 cats, so it's kind of chaotic. Yes, chaotic.
Well, but a nice chaotic.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I'm thinking about like all your gigs you're having. Like, do you have like a pre-ritual you're doing before your gigs to get in a vibe, or like anything you do in particular?
Yeah, there's one thing I always do when I enter the DJ booth is kind of like switching off the CDJs. So just like getting into the mood and having a nice vibe. And I don't like it when it's like too, like, yeah, all the lights are shining. Okay. So I think it's like a more cozy vibe.
Completely understand.
That's what I do, I think, yeah.
Okay. So which artist, living or dead, you would like to do a cooperation?
Yeah, this is a tough question. Yeah, I know. So there are actually 2 answers, because right now there's, I would say I get inspired by my friends a lot. So yeah, when we would like play back to back or something, then there's always like kind of like showing each other music. So this inspires me a lot. And another thing is, yeah, I mean, dead legend, but for sure. I like vocal house for sure. And yes, I mean, Whitney Houston, Queen of Pop, would be pretty amazing to meet her.
That would be amazing though. Yeah, I give you that. All right, then tell me your craziest or like the most memorable gig you ever had. So something like
For me, I think it was a gig in, I mean, it's not one gig, you know, there are a lot of gigs where you afterwards say, oh my God, this was insane, or I had a really good time, whatever. But there was this one gig which was really important for me, and I was really excited before that. Was my first time at Fusion Festival at the Seebühne. It was such a big stage, and I couldn't see the people, like the end of the crowd. And yeah, I was really excited. Yeah, that was amazing.
Fantastic.
And it's still a pretty vivid memory.
Nice, love that. Okay, so give us a tip or like recommendation, your favorite club or the best city maybe also to go out, besides of Berlin, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy one. It's for sure in Berlin, the HEIDEGLÜHEN.
Oh yeah.
What can I say? I love this club. It's kind of like a living room. I don't know, just like just enter the room and just like see all the friends. And I mean, music-wise, it's definitely 100% my taste. So I was never disappointed there. And I had like pretty amazing evenings or days. This is the good thing about HEIDEGLÜHEN. It starts like midday. So you can decide if you want to hang out the whole night or if you just like want to be like on a nice outdoor party, you know.
I think especially for house music, it's amazing like to have like the day parties or dancing.
Yeah,
the sun,
the day parties.
Yeah.
I think there should be more actually.
Summer's coming, I hope so. Finally. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, last thing. Do you have a message for the community?
A message for the community. So I think most important is that you take your time when you want to get into DJing, or when you want to get into DJing or already are a DJ, then you should take your time and develop your own taste. It takes time, but it's worth it in the end for sure. And and when you want to get into DJing, you definitely should spend a lot of hours on the dance floor. Because, in my opinion, you can't be a good DJ if you haven't been on the dance floor before, and learn from the other side before you enter the DJ booth. Yeah.
Take in what you can get.
Exactly. That's something. It takes time, but it's worth it in the end.